Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm coming on. I just want to do a little fun make. I wanted to make some altered paper clips and so yes, or paperclip embellishments for journals I should say. So I wanted to kind of use up some little bits and pieces that have been lying on my craft table. I'm going to be honest guys, I am quite a tidy crafter. Not when I'm in the middle of a project, there tends to be chaos everywhere. But I do not like mess. So when there's all these videos with let's craft with what's on my craft desk and see what we can make, after every project I do, my craft desk gets completely cleared, organized, ready for a new project. I cannot work in mess. It's such a thing for me. Even during projects, I will have to stop and reorganize and retidy everything that I'm using just to make sure everything's in its right place and easy to then put away. But what I do have on my table is this very tiny tray. And when I'm kind of going through bits or organising or going through drawers or bags with paper in it, I may come across little bits and bobs. Or if I've used something like this on a project and it's super tiny and there's no point putting it anywhere else, it goes on this tray, as well as a few other things. Like I always have a rubber on this tray. I have a couple of stamps that I like to use, but I've got nowhere to keep them on this tray. Look, I've even got a dried flower there. I have a little piece of metal on this tray. Oh, and I often keep blank tickets that I haven't as of yet stamped on here so that I can just grab them and stamp. I have this, which was made for me by my friend Sarah, which I'm hoping to turn into something. So it's on there as a reminder. I even have the tiniest little scraps of like things on here. But this is it. This is my messy what's on my work table. So I wanted to make something. A few months ago, I did a design team project for Release the Crafting. And I used journal cards like this, little index cards, like 3x5 kind of ones, to put into the pockets of this tag journal booklet. I will leave it linked down below so you can go check it out. But I needed to cut them to a certain size, and I was left with all these ends off the journal cards because they were this way up. I was left with all of these ends, which I then one day, as they were tea dyed, just rounded them, and they've been sitting in here and I didn't know what to do with them. And I've decided we are going to make them into paper clips for journals. And yeah, this should be about 3 by 1.5 inches roughly, with rounded corners. So we've got a few. I do want to pull out some little bits from here that I definitely want to use, just because they're in here. It'll be fun to use them. So I'm just going through. You can see they're really, like, I really don't, maybe that. I really don't kind of keep tons of stuff. There's also some little rub-ons and things in here as well, which would be fun. They're like little bits off the paper. So I'm going to pull out some rub-ons as well, because we may use them. That'll be fun. Like this bit here is a bit of Tim Holtz, and I just did not want to throw it away because it's Tim Holtz. I know, silly, isn't it? But there we go. I also have these fun bits. These were pulled off some Tim Holtz embellishment pieces, and I wanted to keep the card because but I'm not going to use that. Right, I think that might be all definitely like little label bits of this. I can't throw it away, but I need to clear some of this out because it's getting to the point where it's too big to be sitting on my table. I normally keep my inks, my tray of my inks on top of it. Okay, so the other bits and pieces that I've pulled out, I have some pieces of die cut that were in there, as well as some other bits and bobs. I have some Tim Holtz ephemera. I have some washi because we're going to be using that. Some paper clips. And I also have little bits and pieces. Again, lots of these bits and pieces were actually in, well, some of them were in that little tray. I also have my die cut tin here because I may want to use some die cuts. and I have a little scrappy box of paper. This is actually put together from the last few projects I've been working on. I normally keep all my scrap papers organised in sizes and shapes. But anyway, so you can see I've already started working because I was doing this and then I thought, oh my gosh, do a video of this, Belle. This will be fun. So I had this tiny photograph left over from a Margarete Miller. I'm going to bring you down a little bit. Hold on. I had this tiny photograph left over from a Margarete Miller that I did. It's of my grandparents. And I decided I was going to make it into a paperclip. So first thing I'm going to do is I've already got this paperclip that had some sari silk on. I've rounded the edges. And I'm going to do it where I'm just going to put it over the top. Like so. On this one. And then I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape to kind of stick it into place because I just want it stuck down. And the washi tape could become an element, like a background element. If I wanted it to, let's trim that bit off. So you can see that's going to stick on there. So I have several of these. Let's just do all the paper clips first. One of them at least is going to be sideways, I think. So I have all these paper clips. Now, do I want to curl the other ones too? I think I might curl a couple. So I'm just going to get out my sorry guys, just going to get out. Oh, and sorry that shook you. My jewelry making tools. I'm just going to curl the end of that. I don't know if I want them all curled, but I do kind of like them curled because it just adds another element of decoration and finish. That's what I think. It just adds another finish to a paper clip, like so. And I'm trying to make sure they're flat so that they don't get caught on anything. I'll get another one out in a minute. So yeah, just like that. So this is a craft for me, guys. So I mean, you could use all sorts of bits of, you could just bits of card that you've got lying around, and just by maybe rounding the edges if you like that look. Not everyone does like that look, but if you do, sorry, then yeah, go for it. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm trying to look to see what back looks pretty too. I do want one to the side because I've got a piece of ephemera that'll work better that way. I maybe want the backs, because these are tea dyed, I might want the backs to be more interesting, to look nice on the journal. Obviously you could make these hidden paper clips if you wanted to. I just wanted to make it nice and simple. Right, that's going back in there. I am going to leave a little gap at the top of each of these. One, because I could put some fabric through them. And two, I might want to actually put some metal charms or beads through them too. So I'm going to leave room at the top. And then I'm going to do exactly the same as I did here. I'm just going to put washi on all these and I will be back. Okay, guys, so that's that. So I know on one, I obviously want my photo of my grandparents. So let's have a look at what is in my drawer. I know on another one I wanted to use this. It was in my stash. It's a little bit damaged there. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, I wanted to use that on one as well somewhere. I wanted to use this bird. It was in that box, and instead of just putting it in with my other Tim Holtz stuff, I'm just going to use it. This little inked image, stamped image, was also in there, so I want to use that. I had this cute bug stamp. I want to use that. And I don't know if I want to use this butterfly or this. This is from a vintage book page. I mean, it's an earwig. It's a bit weird looking, but it would go in a bug journal. Oops, sorry. So I think I'm going to do that. So you can see you can do anything with these. I'm just going to ink around this because I want it inked. You can use stamped images. You can use cutouts. You can use pieces from books. You can use random ephemeras. I want to work on this one first because I kind of knew what I wanted. So I want this Tim Holtz piece. I've just got my ink pad that's got my walnut stain on it. I just kind of want to put that there. And I'm going to put it over the paper clip, guys. That's what I'm going to do because I'm going to have this like that. So I know I want this under here. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Is I'm just going to glue the edges of this and stick it to my photo. When I got the photo printed out for the challenge, it did like a set of 6 of them, and I just want to use it because it's of my grandparents. I love the image. I've got them. They're sitting there. And yeah, I just wanted to use some of these little bits and bobs up. I have to remember all these little bits and bobs to the side. I must remember those. Because knowing me, they'll end up back in my box if I don't. Right, so that's going to go there. I like the map, but I'm going to pull out... Well, we've got more ephemera pieces here. But I think I'm going to pull out some scrap paper. I've got this cute one with flowers. I'm going to pull that out because I want to remember that. I'm wondering about this. This is cute. Because it's got roses on it. I'm trying to work out which way you can see the roses better that way. Okay, actually, I think I like this piece more. So we're going to cut that, trim that. Yes, I like that much, much more. So I'm going to then glue this bit. Now, I'm not going to be stitching on here, guys. I know. Who am I? Yeah, I'm not going to be stitching because of the metal. I don't want to risk my sewing machine getting caught and the needle breaking, flying off and then hurting me. So yeah, I don't want to be doing that. Wondering about... Right, so I had this. It's a bit of spine from an old book. I really liked that, so I'm going to stick that down on there. Come on, I had this glue upside down because it was working and I wanted to make sure it would then work on camera. And wouldn't you know it, now it decides to play up. Yeah, so I want to put this bookbind, this spine on here because I had that sitting in my little box, like so. And I'm going to put glue all over this. So yeah, I just wanted to use these bits up because honestly, guys, it really bothers me when I haven't got a place for something. Like, it really bothers me. I know other people love it. I can't work like that. I can't work with chaos everywhere and things everywhere. Everything needs to have a place. That's just the way I work best. Right, so we've got that on there. I had this tiny little scrap of doily, which I also want to put on. Now, normally I would stitch down this. To be honest, I think it's probably far enough away from the paper clip that I could if I wanted to. And I really want to put this butterfly on. Again, it's just... I mean, this could go away with the other wooden pieces, but I just thought instead of that, let's use it on one of these. I don't know what journal I would use this on, but that's not the point. I'm getting to use up some of these little bits. that is going to have to be held on there to go down. So I think that's going to go there. And then I'm just wondering, I had these pearls. I don't think I want the pearls on that one actually. I do have another piece of rose. I don't think it needs, do you know what? I don't think it needs anything, guys. I think it's fine as is. So that would be the paper clip. And you would put it over the top, stick over the top of your page like that. So we need to let this butterfly dry. I really need to put glue on here. Good job this glue dries clear, isn't it? So I need that to dry. So I'm just going to clamp it so that it dries and we can move on to the next one. Okay, so we've done that one. So the next one I wanted to kind of do was, I think I want to do, let's do this. I want to do him. So I have random bits and bobs. Let's have a look. So I have this piece. It's a vintage piece. Actually, it was from the same Margarete Miller collage that the photo of my grandparents was from. So, if anything, the Margarete Miller collages are the one thing that can really make it complicated for me to put things away, because I pull out a lot of different things. And I'm just grabbing, oh, I've got this one actually. I'm just grabbing bits and pieces actually. Let's go for a smaller one. Just grabbing little bits and pieces. And we're just going to add them. Got this little circle. That can go somewhere. What do I want down here? I want something like this would be quite good to go down here. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to put that down there and just glue that straight on. So let me know down below what kind of crafter you are. Are you the kind of crafter who likes to have stuff all over your desk because it helps give you like, I might use that on there, like inspiration, because I know that actually is something that a lot of people say, that when they have stuff all over their desk, it helps inspire them. Right, now I have some smaller ones. I think I need to find them. Sorry, I have some smaller cogs, guys, that might work better on here. Maybe this one or this one. Yeah, so I know a lot of people do get very inspired by having stuff on their craft table. I am just not one of those people. I cannot work in mess. I just hate mess, full stop, if I'm honest, guys. I really, really do hate mess, full stop. So, yeah. It's a problem. I didn't need all of that on there, actually. I'm going to take some off the side because that's not going to be... It's going to stick off the side a little bit. And I like to know where everything is if I'm looking for things. I like to kind of know. I do really like this Tim Holtz tape, actually. That can go there. That could go underneath it. I know I had it on top a minute ago, but I'm just playing. I feel like that definitely needs to go under there. So yeah, let me know down below. Do you like having stuff? Does it inspire you when you look and the stuff on your table or all over your craft area, and suddenly you go, oh, that would work with that, that would work with that? I could do that, I could do that. Or are you like me and you're more like, no, that well, that does not work for me. I just see mess, and then my brain goes, no, there's mess. That's kind of what happens to me. So I mean, it is probably one of my least favourite things about being a crafter, because you cannot help, or I cannot help, but when I am creating, making a mess. I mean, I just can't help it. It just happens. It's just, you know. Do I want identification or something? Handle with care, maybe, down there. Orders attended to, maybe up there. Okay, hold on. So I was going to use this, but I'll end up with something else now. I think I want to cut this in half because it's not small enough already. Yeah, I cannot help but make a mess when I'm crafting, and yeah, it does. It bothers me. Do I want that there or down here? It bothers me. No, do I want another cog? I did have this hand. I've got a smaller one, I think. But I think that goes quite well there. And I think this one will be done. You can see I'm leaving some of the brown of the index card because it's tea dyed. And so why use up all that beautiful colouring? And I'm also leaving some of the washi in the background because, again, it just all adds, or I think it does. Not everyone will agree, but there we go. And there is our next one that would fit onto a page like that. Simple, quick, done. Okay, let's do the bird one now because I want to make this sideways. So I have some Edith Holden, which I could use. An Edith Holden scrap. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, let's use that. I wasn't going to. I had another scrap. I might still use the other scrap. We shall see. Let's really stick this down. I need to change my glue book. But yeah, so we have this. And if you've been with me for a while, you will know I don't tend to normally make pre-made ephemera. It's quite rare for me to do it. I prefer to make ephemera with a journal so that it's all much more cohesive. Because again, that's how my brain works. Don't know if I like that on there or not. Yeah, that's just how my brain works. Oh, I love that gold on there. I do. Let's have a look at some of the Tim Holtz pieces that I've got. Oh, I wanted that, I think, on there. I've got this little piece. Maybe a couple of these. Let's just pull them and see. Again, I've got some scrap paper, but I want this stuck down. Some of this gold embossed paper. So yeah, but this year I'm trying guys to go and try and pre-make a few more bits and bobs, just so one, it just helps use up things. Two, it might make making journals a bit quicker. I doubt that. I actually really do doubt that because of how I work. But it all help to have some pre-made ephemera, I think. I do want this on here. I think because there's blue on the writing and there's a bit of blue on the bird, I think that's why I want it on there. Okay, just glue it down. Stop worrying too much. And it gets to use these pieces of index card up. I knew I wanted to keep them, and I was thinking I might be able to make little tags from them or stamp on them or make them almost like tickets to do that kind of thing. That's what I was thinking. But it ended up that I thought about this and thought, oh, that'd work well. I've covered up nearly all of that Edith Holden now, guys. I could stick that there a little bit. Let's do that. So it almost works like a branch. It uses up this last little piece. But yeah, I was thinking it would be good to use some bits up. I do love labels. I have a thing about labels, whether it's bits of labels, whether it's the whole label. I love a label. And I like that there. So yeah, no, I like this one. I was looking because I've got part of a rounded one there. So this is a great, I've got a couple of other ones left of these little index card bits, so I could use those as tickets and things. What I want to put on there, I have a rub-on that says like figure 3, and I think I want that on that label. There we go, and it's going to use that rub-on too. It's going to be interesting rubbing this on because it's right on top of the paper clip. But that's okay, it worked. And we have the little birdie. I don't mind that I can't see it all. I think I want that there too. I do. So there we go. I mean, you can see I've still got a tray full of little bits and bobs, but it's also a good tray to look in when I am doing Margarete Miller's, because I never know what I'm going to find in there that might work for the Margarete Miller collages. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I do the weekly Margarete Miller collage challenge. I have playlists. This is my 3rd year doing it, so go check those out if you haven't already. See, I like that bird on there. And that would fit onto the side of a page like that. And you're saying, well, you can't really see. You can't really see the writing or the rub-on. That's fine. I know it's there. I could stamp or something a little bit on there, actually. I'm wondering if I want a little bit of sparkle. I don't. I'm not one for a lot of sparkle. So, right. So that one's done. Okay, let's do the bug one next. All right, now I'm thinking I might want this bright green with this bug one. This is a piece of marbling paper that my son did. So I think I want that. And the bug's going to go there. And I do have some random Tim Holtz bits. I mean, these aren't like the word I'm going for. What's the word you're going for, Belle? The Tim Holtz pieces aren't scraps, so it doesn't matter if I don't use the Tim Holtz pieces. It doesn't bother me as much because, you know, they've got their box and they'll go back into their box. I'm wondering if I want this domino piece on here just as a piece of black up there or down here. So, quite liking how that's looking. Let's just start sticking some pieces down, shall we? So, top, but I need to stick it to here first so that I know where it's going to go. And then also the domino, which just works as a piece of black card. Again, this was from a Margarete Miller collage challenge. This domino piece, I just think works well. That's looking cute. Now, I do have, it says identification on one of these, so I'm going to use this rub on as well. Let's rub this on down the side before I stick it on. Like so. Do you know what? I kind of quite like it just like that. I mean, I do have like a label. Tim Holtz. This is more of a ticket rather than one of his labels, but it still works. We've got a word one. I don't think I want that. Okay, I'm thinking I want one of these labels. So I'm going to do that. Like so. Onto there. Whoop. The domino's slippery, so when I put the glue on it, it just kind of slipped places. I'm wondering if I want a bit of, like if I chopped one of those off and had that on there too. I don't think I need that though. Okay, do I want another little one of those? No, I don't think I do. Do I want some more washi on here? No, I think I'm going to leave it like that, guys, and I'm going to glue this down. Must remember I don't have to glue the whole of the bug down because it's going to come off the side a little bit. Press that down. This is definitely one I think I'm going to put a chain on with a Tim Holtz metal word embellishment. There we go, that was quite cute. Okay, let's do this lovely lady. And again, I think I want her upright like this. I have this beautiful piece. It's some tea dyeing with some of this, but I think it might go with the other piece, but let's have a look. No, I don't think I want that for her. We have a scrap of this beautiful stuff. I also have some music here, guys. Oh, I also have some of this. Do I want to use some of the blue? That might be interesting. That's from an envelope. We do have some pink. Do you have some pink embossing? Which would be interesting because I don't use a lot of pink. So I don't know what I'd use this in. But also, let's just do it. Why not? This is left over from a Serena B scrap from a design team project that I have recently done. I am going to just use some walnut stain just to dull that down a little bit. And we're going to stick this on here and get that stuck down first. Make sure you leave enough room that if you are going to put fabric or charms or something, that there's enough room for your hoop to go through. Okay, that's her. She will go on there. I think I want to use this black piece as well, because I think the pink and the black goes really well. Do I want it underneath? I feel like I want to tear this. Maybe that underneath. I've still got this ticket. I really do want to use the ticket because it's just been sitting there. So that's going to go on there. Hoping I'm on camera with all these. Oh, I have this little piece left over as well. It's a tiny piece of Tim Holtz fabric wallpaper with a flower. And I thought that would work perfect for her. Yes. Okay, let's just start. I need to start sticking things. Ticket first. ticket first, and then do I want this underneath the ticket, and then this underneath both, sticking out a bit more. Out a bit more, and that's gonna, I could even put her on at an angle. I don't like it. I think it's just part of my everything has to be in its place. I also really don't like angles. Oh, you are getting such a look into my mind right now. I am such a perfectionist with things. I think I'll leave that for the bug, I think. We do have, oh look, a label. Belle's pulling out part of a label. But actually, I do really like it there. So we're going to use that too. And I do have some of this, or the actually, do we think, oh, that goes just really well, doesn't it, guys? Right, I am going to try and stick this down. Try and stick this down. This will probably need clamping just because of the Tim Holtz photograph being as thick as it is, and the kind of fabric that it material that it is. So I'm going to stick that there. That will go on her face, so let's move that over to the side. And I want to put these little beads on here because they're so cute, and I think it goes. I have no idea what kind of journal this would go in because this is not really my style. It's pink for starters. But again, if you were watching my what's it called? I think I just want it like that. If you've been watching my what's the word, Belle? Get the word out. Junk Journal January, you will know that I've been working with pink a lot. Go figure. I'm sorry if you can hear noise. It is half term here, so the kids are off. So I just wanted to put, again, just wanted to put a rub on there too. And there is that lovely lady. We're going to leave her. And we have one more to do, guys. We have this cute one. And I really do want to use this. I mean, I could do this as a sideways one again. So let's do that. Again, this is just an interesting scrap that I wanted to use up. That's actually embossed on there. I think that'd go quite well up there. Oh, do you know what I had? I had like these little Tim Holtz flowers and things that I was going to use on the lady. Let's pull her over and see. Do I like that on there? I kind of do. So let's use that on there. Let's do this. And then just put those flowers underneath the fabric, the beads, the trim. Ugh, shiny. So shiny. Good job this dries clear, but still. So like that. Okay, so let's get back to this one. I still really like that washi that I've got. And I do actually think it goes. I'm wondering about if I put it underneath. If I rip this a little bit. There we go. Just looking for anything else. Here's our fabric scrap. Like so. And if I cut the edge straight, that would work on there. Stick this down. I like the texture this gives as well, because, you know, I love texture. So that's going to go like that. This will go on top. Like so. We've got this cute little, well, not cute, I hate earwigs, but it's still a cute little, like, bug. It's the image. I mean, that book is, I think, the book that I got that out of, which was at least 80 years old, maybe more. But the pages, a lot of them were in really, really bad condition. So it just made sense to me to use. It had all these little flower images. I don't think I've got any others, like things like this and that. And it just made sense for me to kind of use them. Kind of like that. It would have been fun if I do it this way, wouldn't it? Because we haven't done one that can go on this way. So let's do that. No, I'm not liking that bit so much. There we go. Now I've got a tiny little scrap that I'm going to have to use somewhere else. Because it's a Tim Holtz piece, guys, and I do not like wasting Tim Holtz pieces, which I know is silly, but, you know, they're so hard to get here in the UK, and so I don't want to waste any of them. Like that with that. I know I've gone quiet because I'm just thinking. Thinking. Do. Oh, I had that little piece that I wanted to put on the more steampunky one. So I'm going to see if I can still fit it somewhere. We shall see. On that there. Need to remember, this will be another one I think that will have a charm of some sort on it. It's going to go there, like so. So let's really glue that down. Sorry, I'm off camera gluing. It's because I've got the camera in so close. Like so. This is still really cute. But then it's covering up most of that lovely thing there. Okay, and I'm wondering if I want it to say handle with care. Let's see. Oh no, came off on the scissors. Okay, I'll have to do something with that. I think I want that on there. So I will do something with this. This other piece that's come off and half the lettering and stuff has come off is great for using just on the background of something. So that doesn't bother me. Handle with care. I really wanted to use this little piece of writing up, if I'm honest. And now we've covered up most of that lovely piece of embossed tea dyed piece. Oh, sometimes I just make myself laugh. Okay, that's going on there, and this is going at an angle like that. Oh, I really do hate earwigs. They're one of those bugs, guys. I'm sorry if you don't like bugs and I'm talking about them. They're one of those bugs that I really, really, really hate. Have done since I was a child. Like, they really just creep me out so much. Yeah. Earwigs. Yuck. So I want that on there as well. I feel like we could even put that on upside down. No. I've just realised I've got the letters of the other piece on my finger. Oh, that's funny. Okay. We have the little hand. I really don't want to grab anything, but we have the little hand there, which actually could go quite well. So let's do that on there, because I did want something just in this space. It just feels right. And I don't think I have anything else I want to put on it. I definitely don't want any pink on there. Okay, so I think, guys, we had a little scrap bit that we pulled out and we've used most of them. So that would go on like that on the side. I'm definitely going to put a charm on that. Let's remove this now. That's all stuck down. So we have all these. Let's move these so you can see them better. Move things out of the way. Make sure they're on camera. That's now stuck. So I'm hoping you can see them all. I'm not saying I won't add more bits. I mean, I could add splatters. I'm really looking at this now and thinking I really did want a piece of this on here because of the metal. Don't even know if I can rip this. Okay, so it kind of ripped. Yeah, I like that. So let's add that. And now I have another tiny piece. Why do I keep doing this? At some point you've got to throw the scraps away, haven't you guys? At some point you've just got to say no more. Yeah, I like that on there. Let's move all the glue. Okay, so here we are, guys. This is what we have made. I'm hoping they're all in shot. I can't actually see, but I'm assuming they are all in shot. And yeah, there we have it. We have made 6 paper clips that will just fit onto a page like so, or like so. I mean, this one is the only one that I'm looking at thinking, where am I going to use that? All the others I will use. But it's good sometimes to do something a bit different. You can hang charms from the side. You can put fabric. So I've got some of this scrappy fabric here. And I think this will go really well maybe with this bug one. So let's just put a bit of... Oh, no, I didn't want fabric on here, did I? I wanted a charm. I don't know, maybe fabric on this one and a charm on the other one. Like so. And look, it just looks so cute on the top of a page. Or on an embellishment, like you can attach it to, if you had a pocket in a journal, you could attach it to the pocket as a piece of decoration. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to put a charm on there. This one's going to have some fabric or lace. Let me have a look. I've got some scraps here. Don't know if I've got anything. Oh, that's a bit of paper. That's a pretty green. I've got a little bit of pink, but I don't think it's big enough to go through the way I want it to. We do have this pretty green, but that would go really nice with maybe the bird. No, I'm going to leave them because I don't know what I'm going to do and the other bits. So yeah, have a go, guys. Pull out your little scrappy drawers or scrappy trays if you have them. I'm now going to have to add these bits back in, and that bit and that little ripped bit. Yeah, so go through your little scrappy bits. You can see I've still got tons, and I do have another one of these, so I'm probably going to make another one in a minute and make something fun with them. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you crafted along with me. Let me know down below if you do it, and as I said, let me know if you are someone who likes a lot of creative chaos around you, or whether you're a bit more like me and you like everything neat and ordered, and that's how your creative brain works. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back soon with another video. Until next time, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye.